So there's an owner in a 2-lot community title system of 2 duplexes sharing a common connecting wall. The other lot owner has 2 members forming the body corporate committee. I'm not on the body corporate committee. The other lot upgraded their solar panels on their roof, but the new system has encroached over my roof by 1 metre. They did not ask any permission from me or even advise me that they were going to have the work done, which would have cost approximately $4,000. If the roof over both lots is common property, what are my rights to ask the other lot owner to vary the solar panel arrangement so it doesn't come into my lot roof area?
Yeah, so strata lawyers typically have a rule: the smaller the scheme, the bigger the problem. And I have a personal rule, which is there's always one, so in any strata scheme, there's always one tinfoil hat wearing wingnut who doesn't like 4G towers, or who believes that COVID-19 is a global conspiracy. So when you're in a duplex and there's always one, it's always the other person because it's never you. So in that sort of situation, the best recommendation I can say is lawyer up. But don't go firing off a World War III letter. I'm handling a couple of duplex disputes at the moment, but the way I try and handle them is I say lawyer up, but then every communication is through the lot owner and gentle, and it's about addressing the problem, not the person, and it's about real issues and not minor issues. So in this situation, I just turn it around. If it's if it's common property, there can be no encroachment, all right, because it's common property. Whereas if the encroachment idea is, well, it's my roof and I should be able to use the whole space, that's a different concept. And that's about, well, I want to put a system up and you're using more than your fair share. So that's a different question. Taking up all the common property or taking up a large area of common property without approval is what's called ouster, which is an old legal doctrine that's been around for 1,000 years in common law. It's unlawful, you're not allowed to do it. But there's multiple angles of attack there, an absence of a decision to enable it to occur. 2 people being on the committee and not that lot owner, that's ridiculous. And in fact, I have to go check the provisions. It might even be unlawful or improper. And it just begs for a finding of fraud on a minority, in that situation. So yeah, there's multiple angles of attack. But really, at the end of the day, the fundamental question is it causing that lot owner a problem? Are they wanting to put up a system using that space? Because if it's not, I can put on my I'm now a competitor to Stratum Legal hat and go, oh, that's terrible, let's go and sue them and give me $20,000 and I'll beat them up for you in court. But I'll put on my Stratum Legal hat and say, are you wanting to use that roof space for your own system? Because if you're not, why have that fight?